Hey guys, Unfrequented World, back at my dad's. We got the bike running. We're gonna jump on here, do some bird hunting today, and do some exploring. Gonna cover 20 to 30 miles and just hit a bunch of trails I haven't hit since I was a kid. So let's go exploring and see what we can find. Oh, we're not getting up there. Great big crevice in the road. It's just too muddy. We'll go another way. Holy man, guys, I can't believe in 3 days how much the forest has changed. The colors are just erupting everywhere. Beautiful stuff, beautiful trail riding today. I haven't seen a soul back here. We've done 12 kilometers. No birds. I haven't seen any birds either, but man, it is beautiful right now. And I wonder why my allergies are bad. All right, here we are, guys, 38 kilometers in. This is one of my premier moose hunting spots, but there are some great swamps here for birds as well. So we're gonna get off the bike. I haven't seen a bird yet today, and we're gonna just hike some of these trails, and I'm gonna show you guys some country nobody sees. So I've marked the position of the bike here on my GPS. I've got my compass. We can go off-road, and we are going off-trail right here. We're gonna just head into swamp, and there is literally, 1,000 kilometers, more than that, that we could just keep going north here, and we're never gonna hit anything. So you make sure you mark where your bike is. Now, as far as keys go, if you're group hunting, or if you're out exploring with a group of guys, we would always leave a key at the vehicle or near the vehicle, hidden somewhere. So if one of you doesn't make it back out, you get separated or something, you've always got a key here at the vehicle. Because it's just me here today, and I don't want some guy to come along and steal my four-wheeler, I'm just gonna keep my key on me, right? And it would take a real low-life piece of scum to steal somebody's four-wheeler 40 kilometers back in the bush, but hey, it could happen. I will leave my helmet right here, and just on the good graces of common courtesy, nobody's going to touch my stuff, but it's a chance you take when you leave. I've got an axe, I've got a bunch of gear here in my four-wheeler, none of it's locked up, so you just hope, and you know the area that you're in, that the guys are decent guys and they're not going to steal your stuff. bush is very thick right now. I think the birds are pretty safe. There's so much ground foliage still on that even if you saw a bird, it would be gone before you could get to it, I think. There could be a moose laying right in here. All of this grass behind me, well, it's not grass. All of these raspberry canes and everything behind me on this trail, they're up to my chin. And there could be a moose just laying anywhere in here. This is a very thick area with moose. I actually had a video on the channel, it might still be there, from 5 years ago, where I looked down into the swamp and I called for a moose. I said, I'll see if I can call a moose out for you guys. And we turned back around, and literally 15 feet away behind me, a cow moose stood up. She was that close, and I didn't hear anything. I just turned around and saw her standing there. She stood up. I didn't hear her. She was that quiet, and it scared the hell out of me. These are pretty lonely woods. When you get back here, you can feel the solitude for sure. There might not be anybody around me for 40 some kilometers. It's quiet, very quiet. In fact, it's eerily quiet. I don't hear a single bird. Nothing. This is an old growth hemlock forest behind me here. So there are moose tracks all the way up the Skidder Trail. And there's a real fresh pile of moose scat here. It doesn't even have a single leaf in it. I'm pretty sure there's a moose not too far in front of me here. But I don't want to get close to it, so we're going to turn around and go the other way. I've just got my little 20 gauge with me today, so we'll just let him keep browsing on this trail here. They like to eat all the new growth on these skidder trails, so we'll just leave him in here, and I'm going to head back into the cedar swamp. I guess where I'm going with this today is that moose are big animals. Bigger than a Sasquatch. You know, 1,200 to 1,600 pound moose or even bigger, are quite common. And the moose hide here in this little patch, 300 meters by 300 meters. And I've seen as many as 5 and 6 moose in here in a winter. So I guess where I'm going with that is, if they can hide out here, and I'm going to say 9.8 out of 10 hunters don't know they're here. I think I'm the only guy who knows they're here, otherwise somebody would have came and cleaned them out by now. The same thing could be true for Sasquatch, right? They could just hide in these little tiny special spots that nobody knows are there. Nobody goes into the deep woods like this and walks through a little secluded cedar swamp. Nobody. Only the diehard hunters, and I know a lot of guys that would, but in this day and age it's getting more and more rare. If you are under 40 years old, you're too afraid to go in the bush by yourself without technology, and they don't get out and explore. And if you're over 60 years old, you're too old to get out and do this anymore. All the old guys that I hunt with, they just want to ride the roads, go in 100 yards, and hey, I don't blame them, right? They let us younger guys do all of that. But I've got I've got nephews and nieces who hunt, and you'd never find them coming out here into wild bush like this to go exploring. They'll stick to a road or somewhere that we show them, somewhere easy to get to. Finally, I just put up 2 grouse. There might be more here, let's see. So thick. I didn't see them until they were flying.